Hey, thanks for checking out my video. I'm Blood Lotus360. We're going to be doing play-by-play voiceover of a duos win I got a couple of days ago with my buddy and my cousin, Blood Lotus360. He had been out for about a week in Costa Rica on vacation, so I was doing a lot of solos and solo squads during that time, but then he got back, hopped on, and got ourselves a little chicken dinner. So thanks for stopping by. Hit that subscribe button. Go check out the other videos. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so this game was on Erangale, which is one of me and Blood's favorite maps, followed by Vikendi, Miramar, Sandhawk, in that order. Anytime we get a chance to drop military, you usually take it. Although this time we figured this is going to be a little bit of a stretch to where we normally like to land, which you can see on the map is this west side of the military compound there. We usually call that the comm building because that little building has a big antenna on it, and then the building right next to it, we call it the dog cages, because some of you guys who played the game when it first came out, with all the rendering issues and you get stuck in between stuff, you would very frequently find people who were stuck in the little cages in the back, or like little fence structures in the back, and it literally looked like a little dog pound with all the people stuck in the cages there. So we named it the dog cages, and we've just been calling it that ever since. So I didn't quite make it to where we wanted to land, so I had to land at this little garage. I kind of went for landing first, then landing target. So picked up a 686. I thought Blood was like right behind me, but you'll be able to see right now that he's actually a little higher. He pulled his chute a little earlier, so he's actually landing where we were originally going to land. So that gave me the opportunity to turn back and pick up this micro Uzi that I had just picked up suppressor for. So I'm actually a big fan of running the micro Uzi. I love the micro Uzi, especially with all the recent updates that it's going to be able to put the red dot on it. It's just a good weapon. I like it. So right here, Blood actually took down somebody. There was another team that had landed close, so he was able to. Looks like he picked up an AK. He was able to take him down, and now his other guy is responding to that, to his partner. So I saw him there. Didn't really have clear shot, so we're kind of positioning to make sure that we're able to make it out of this engagement successfully. Right now it's just me, mostly me calling stuff out. Blood just kind of positioning. I'm just keeping an eye to see which direction he's going to go. Took this opportunity to pick up that extended mag in a backpack. And then right here I see him, you'll see me peek out a little bit, and I'll see him like by the window run towards the center. And then I just let Blood know he was going center. Blood let me know he was coming back, so right here he doubles back. He didn't see me, so you see him there, he didn't see me. I thought he was going to go in this building, so I went in here to try and cut him off. And then Blood called out that he doubled back, so I came back to support. Blood's taking shots. At this point we kind of lost him a little bit. Like, we knew he went in the building. We're not 100% sure that he's in there or not. So again, we're just positioning to make sure we don't get ourselves in a bad spot. So here I spot him. I'm going to spot him real quick through the windows when I come back. He's going to be in that corner there. So I barely glimpse him, so I'm letting Blood know he's in there, but I've got a shot, so I'm going to just line it up. And you can see, boom, look at that. Micro Uzi, man. I'm telling you, it's awesome. Got a nice little headshot there. I aimed for the body, but with the gun kicking up, it just ended up a headshot. Luckily, there was another helmet there for me to pick up. So I don't think there's not a lot of action after this. We just did a little bit of looting, picking up guns. I think I ended up picking up a Mini 14, and I kept the micro Uzi. So we're gonna fast forward a little bit here to a little bit more action. So you see, yeah, we're looting the towers. Usually, I'll play this here. Find a level 3 vest there. So usually our strategy in duos for Blood and I is that, I'll move up to this structure here, and Blood will kind of loot the bottom part and then move towards the what we call the barracks. A lot of times I like coming up here and having some sort of sniper rifle, either a Kar 98, an M24, SLR. Not a big fan of the SKS, but I mean, when push comes to shove, I'll pick it up. Here's where I find the Mini 14, which I picked up. So I'll usually overwatch from this position, as you know, Blood kind of clears the rooftops of the buildings. If he hears anything, he'll call it out. But at this point, you know, we figured not a lot of people came here, so I just moved down the structure so we can continue looting. So just keep fast forwarding through this a little bit. So yeah, so here we're just clearing through the buildings, just picking up everything. At one point I checked, you know, and saw that the new circle was going towards, oh, there's a little funny story here. So right here I come into this bathroom, there's a level 3 vest and then another level 3 vest, and Blood had a Kar 98 that I wanted, and so I offered to trade him a level 3 vest for that Kar 98. But Blood has a strict rule of no trading with Black Lotus, because I've duped him on a couple of occasions where, you know, I traded him a level 3 helmet back when they used to drop all the time, or a suppressor for a gun for something that I wanted, and I already had like a duplicate. So right here I went back and I told him, hey, there's 2 vests here, so come get one. So yeah, that's just a little funny thing. Like, Blood has like zero trust anytime I offer to trade him something, because he knows I probably already have a duplicate. So I end up just giving him whatever I need. So here we found this motorcycle, which we're going to take towards the bridge on the Milta side, which is the direction that circle's going. For duos, like, motorcycles are usually our preferred method of transportation because they're quick. We're able to surprise people. We tend to play a little bit aggressive at the beginning, you know, to keep the game from getting boring, and then we'll, you know, pull it back a little bit towards the end. Unless we're doing like really good, then we'll just you know, we'll just keep playing aggressive. But here we're moving towards circle, and we know for a fact, or at least I know, and I know Blood knows, because we pretty much think alike, but we know there's going to be a bridge camp. Someone's going to be camping over there. So as we're coming up, I think there's another vehicle that pulls up or that drives by and just verifies that there is a bridge camp. Right here. Yeah, there's a vehicle already like at the other end of the bridge, and we hear the shot, so we know there's going to be a bridge camp there, so we're going to stop behind this bus. I didn't see them right off the bat. Like, I didn't have a visual on where the bridge camp was exactly. I just knew it was towards the end there. As we're like setting up to try and counter this bridge camp, which we always do. We're not, you know, we rarely try to drive through it. We always like taking over the bridge camp or eliminate it. Only we're not big fans of, you know, people doing it. We like doing it. We don't like other people doing it. So this car driving by hit that spike strip, so they had to sit down spike strip, which is smart. So Blood had actually called out that they were probably on the sides, and so I looked up there and I saw him. This poor guy. I don't know what these guys were thinking. Like, they never turned around to see this guy. I think Blood hit him. I knocked this guy off the bridge, which was our primary goal. Put one shot in this guy, which Blood had already put a couple shots in him, so he died. Here Blood's, you know, telling me to push up with the motorcycle, so in a little bit you'll see me scope out and go towards the motorcycle. Once we verify his partner's moving, here I go to get the motorcycle. So the plan here is to push up on the motorcycle while he's trying to pick up his friend, while Blood moves up in position. So, except things don't really go as planned here. Once I got a little closer, I saw there was another team past the bridge, so now the priority kind of changes. You know, now we've got to engage this team so that we don't get caught with our pants around our ankles. So I go to the gas station. You know, these guys are fully aware, kind of trying to engage. I saw that guy pull that nade back, heard it drop. Luckily it didn't kill me, because I mean it could have. So I pulled back to heal, trying to put as much stuff between me and them. This guy should have technically got me if he would have pushed a little bit more aggressive, but I mean, that was his mistake, so he paid for it. So put a little shots into him to increase the pressure for his buddy to come out and pick him up. See, he's over there. Blood in the meantime is calling him out, you know, letting me know he's pushing to the right. His buddy bled out. Here he comes, and there he goes. So now I got to come back and help Blood, right? Because the other guy got picked up. The guy originally knocked off the side of the bridge. He got picked up by his buddy. Blood had let me know that he knocked him and finished him off, but his friend had jumped over the bridge. So we've kind of lost track of him. We know he's on the left side of the road. My left, Blood's right. Here I want to go check the motorcycle. It's pretty much damaged from the grenade that they threw, so it's unusable now. And now we're trying to find the guy that had gone over the side of the bridge. So I thought maybe he had swam this far, so I'm kind of starting my search over here. But this is where Blood told me he was a little closer towards him, so I start pushing, knowing that he's further that way. I can push a little bit more aggressively here. Unfortunately, he had a better positioning on Blood. Blood had like little cover, so he was able to like come up out of this little crater that he's in and knock Blood, but I was able to get there in time before he tried to finish him off. So get that instant kill, pick up my buddy here. I gotta heal first though, because you know this blue, I hate dying to the blue, man. If I didn't heal, I would have probably died. So I healed, picked him up, and then we're gonna do a little bit of looting, trying to pick up some stuff, and then we'll be on our way. So we're gonna fast forward past this a little bit, and then we'll get to a little bit more action. So we ended up taking this buggy because everything else was gone. So we're just driving through the fields. As we were driving through these fields here, we stopped to heal here before we actually pushed further into circle, because we knew, or I had a feeling we were probably going to get shot at as we were driving into circle, because a lot of people just shoot at moving vehicles, and with our luck we'd probably get hit and die. So as we're driving through here, me and Blood are having a conversation about, you know, how there really shouldn't be any people in this area unless they're just kind of like hanging out in the blue on purpose. But at this point, we shouldn't really run into anybody. And then, lo and behold, right when we get to right here, we start getting shot at in a little bit. I think right when we clear this little thing. Yep, there you go. Start getting shot at. Blood takes a hit right in the butt. And had we not stopped and healed, he would have probably gotten knocked out, and then we would have been in a really bad situation. So just took some evasive maneuvers there to get out of their line of sight, so that we could, you know, get to this little position, heal. I know you guys, I will back up here a little bit, but I'm usually really good at seeing signs for teams. So if we back up, we're gonna pause it here a little bit. If we back up a little bit, you can see there is a, look at here, boom. There's a Dacia right in front of that building. I didn't see it. So when we parked here, we parked to heal. I wasn't aware that there was a team here. So Blood gets off to secure the perimeter as he usually does. I wanted to get out of the buggy, but I was like, my fingers were doing all the wrong stuff, so I just kind of sat in here, went into first person, healed, started healing. You can see the guy moving in the building right here. Hold on, let's go back here a little bit. That was like a crazy situation. We'll walk through it, but you can actually see when I'm healing and I turn my camera around, you can see the guy in the little building to the left, kind of like, you can see his head moving around in the building. You see him right there. When we come out of this, you'll see him a little bit more, just kind of moving around. You see his little head right there. And this right here, I turned my camera and I see this guy creeping around the building. Like, I was shocked, because, you know, I had no idea anybody was here. So I kind of went into a little bit of a panic mode, and, you know, I started telling Blood there was a guy creeping around the building. But by the time the communication registered, Blood was on the corner, so I had to jump out, put him down. Blood put him down, took care of his buddy, so made it out of this engagement. But, you know, that could have gone really bad, you know, if we wouldn't have reacted as quick as we did. I think here we started taking shots from the team that was shooting at us out in the field originally when we were pulling up to this area. Which we do. We're going to actually engage them in a little bit. And part of our style of play, or my personal style of play, is I like being aggressive. So if you take shots at me, you know, I'm going to figure out a way to kill you. So anybody who runs into me, if you play Xbox and I'm in your server, or you're in my server, or we're in each other's games, if you're gonna shoot at me, make sure you intend to kill me, because I will circle back around and I'll come finish you off. So we'll speed up. We'll speed up through here a little bit. Right here, right when we go to get in the buggy, which I had a feeling. I told Blood, like, right when we get in this car, like, we're gonna take shots. Watch. And as soon as I jump in, they start shooting at us. So luckily Blood didn't jump in, so here come the shots. Jumped out, we see him there. I scope in, take a couple shots. I missed all my shots. So, you know, I told Blood, hey, let's get out of here. I jumped in. I originally wanted to get out, just go in a circle, but then I remember, like, you know what? Nope, we're gonna kill these guys. So let's go get them. So just make sure we got ourselves in a pretty good position. Wanted a little bit of cover, so this little hill looked pretty good. Got into cover here. Here we verified there was actually 2 of them. So there's one by the tree, a guy trailing a little bit behind. So now we're engaging. I'm gonna get knocked here because I got tunnel vision there with this guy, and his buddy knocked me. Luckily I was in cover here, so Blood was able to return the favor from earlier and pick me up. In the meantime, as I'm getting picked up, I'm keeping an eye on what's going on. So I told Blood, you know, the one guy's pushing to the right. This guy by the trees throwing a nade, so we split up to make sure we don't get, you know, killed with that one nade. I take a little bit of first aid, let Blood know, like, hey, I'm healing, so that he knows to not get too aggressive. Now I'm back in the fight. I'm really, like, terrible right now with this Mini 14. I'm usually not this bad, but Blood was able to clean everybody up there. I think I used my last first aid kit here. Our buggy was on fire. I'm like, hey, our buggy's on fire. But at this point, this circle's doing some pretty good damage, so I go back. We're gonna risk it, man. We're gonna take this buggy. We're gonna risk it. We're gonna take it because we gotta get in a circle. So this thing is literally like a sneeze away from blowing up, but you gotta risk it. Sometimes you gotta risk it to get the biscuit, right? Pick up. Where did I pick up here? I needed that helmet. I picked up the helmet. My vest was in better condition than his vest, so I picked it up. And I think I maybe picked up some painkillers. Oh no, I still have a first aid, so. I use my last first aid when we get into circle, and then Blood drops me a couple, so you guys will see that come up in a little bit. But we are right now in desperate need. Oh, I switched my Mini 14 to an M24, which I'm a lot better with. So we'll see if that works. So we're gonna speed up. We don't get blown up, so spoiler alert, we don't get blown up. Let me speed up here to when we get right into circle here. This was risky because we saw the UAZ and we're like, hey, we got to stop here to heal and ditch this buggy, right? So we stopped. I pushed up, kind of secured the area a little bit. Blood dropped me some more heals. I don't know what I was thinking standing next to this buggy on fire, because if someone would have came out and blown it up, they would have probably killed me. Blood securing the perimeter as he usually does. He's really good about making sure that all our areas are covered, while the rest of us do stuff. Here I'm like dropping unnecessary stuff. At this point we've decided we're going to take this UAZ. Like, you know, whether they're hiding in the warehouse or not, we're taking it. Just checking out the, you know, gunshots. I heard the gunshots in the distance, so I want to see. So here I told Blood, like, hey, let's take this UAZ, get in the circle. Alright, so here we jumped in this UAZ and we decided to push into circle, and you're going to see this guy pop up right here. I shut off the engine, and so I mean, I just turned the vehicle into him. I didn't really have a choice. Jumped out, barely was able to get the knock. His buddy came out. I had to kind of stay in cover because I was pretty low health, but Blood was able to finish him off. So now I'm sitting at 7 kills here. I'm gonna get one more kill. I ended this game with 8 kills. Blood ended up getting 10. I think at this point he's probably like at 7 or 8. He ended up getting 10 kills, 18 total as a team. So we've got all these teams coming by here. I thought for sure that guy was going to try and run me over. Blood decided to blow up our UAZ for whatever reason. I remember him telling me why he did it, but you know, I don't remember what it was. But I remember, at this point, it is what it is. We didn't have a UAZ, so luckily we've got about a minute and a half to get into the new circle. This guy's box was underneath the UAZ, which is very convenient. So I was able to pick up some nades. Nades are one of my go-tos. in PUBG. Blood actually calls me Black the Grenade Launcher Lotus. If you've seen any of my clips, well, I don't know if I have a lot of grenade stuff up yet, but you'll see. Well, you'll get some clips. Maybe I'll do a grenade kill video, just grenade kills of all the crazy stuff I get. I pull off some pretty impressive grenade kills if I toot my own horn there a little bit. So now we got to push in the circle. At this point, I don't know that I'm fully aware where the circle is. I just know we've got to go towards it. I took a quick peek there, so now I'm aware where we got to go. This gas station down the street is in circle. The beach is in circle. I'm just gonna speed up a little bit here to where get into a little bit more of action. So here I noticed there was a US parked out in the field up against a rock there. So Blood's kind of looking at the gas and keeping an eye on the gas station there. I saw the US over there by that rock, so I'm moving into position to kind of check out what's going on over there, because I know those guys have an angle on the gas station, so we gotta make sure we keep an eye on those guys. One of the things I like about the way me and Blood play is that when everything is like clicking, where we're like both on the same page, we can actually separate from each other as much as you guys can see here. If you look at the little mini map on the bottom right screen here, it's a pretty big gap between me and him, as far as how typically duo partners will play. Most people try to stay like really close to each other, but me and Blood, we were able to like spread out this much because we know, one, we can hold our own, and two, we always keep angles where we can help each other out from a distance if we need it. So here, this actually worked out in our favor, because I was able to keep an eye on these guys and actually have an angle. I'm about to knock this guy behind this rock who was actually shooting at Blood while Blood was trying to clear out the gas station there. So I put him down, which forces his partner to take his eyes off of what he was looking at. I moved to try and get an angle behind the rock to see if I can finish this team off, but it wasn't happening. So I decided to go back. At this point, Blood's telling me he's got about so we've got 2 guys over there, us 2, that's 4. So he's got about 4 additional guys over at the gas station. So 2 teams that sound like they're kind of fighting it out with each other, and Blood's just kind of refereeing the fight over there. So I'm just keeping an eye on these guys. I know Blood's not pushing up, so we're both out of circle here. I know he's still not pushing up, so I'm just kind of keeping an eye. But I'm moving back to help support. Blood knocks one guy. I'm just kind of, I keep glancing back, keeping an eye, making sure that they're not. So here I see he pops back up, so I'm going to put him back down. There you go. Take a break, so we can come back and focus on this gas station. So now they've got to, he's got to pick him up. So that's a 10-second pickup. So that's 10 seconds we have to kind of focus here. Blood, in the meantime, is cleaning up. You can see the kill feed at the top right. He's cleaning up. So we've got 5, which is us 2, the 2 at the rock, and then this guy behind the truck. Blood threw his grenade. I threw my grenade, but Blood had already finished him off. So at this point, I know, I let Blood know, hey, these are the last 2 guys over here that I was keeping control. This guy jumps in this car. I was trying to knock him out of the car. I really was, because I thought it was going to look cool, but I just wasn't able to get that shot. But Blood circled over and got the perfect angle, so he was able to knock him. I saw his buddy come out from behind the rock. I'm about to pull a nade out right here, and I called it. As soon as I let this nade go, I told Blood, I'm like, this should be game. So threw the nade, threw another one just in case, but I knew that one was going to win it. So got an 8-piece chicken dinner. You're going to see Blood coming from the left, throwing his nade just to make sure they're dead. So that's it. That was our chicken dinner. Him coming back from his vacation in Costa Rica. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It was a really fun game. There'll be a little bit more of these. Let me know what you guys thought. Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you hit subscribe. This video isn't sponsored by anybody. I don't get any money off of this stuff. We're literally just doing it for fun. So let me know what you guys thought. Let me know if you guys want to see anything specific. See you guys next time. Also, if you guys want to watch the full game without the commentary, it'll be somewhere in here. I don't know, we'll add it somewhere. It'll be on here somewhere. You'll be able to click it. Alrighty, see you guys.